Hello and good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Leave It Love the channel. In this channel, I do return of senders. I do return of senders every day. The return of senders, the purpose of doing a return of sender, I have them here. Yeah. So it's to return negative energies that people are doing, people are throwing, people are wishing, they are projecting onto you. It is to remove that energy. You're removing it from yourself and you're sending it back to whoever is putting the work out there. You know, it just sucks that this is something that I do. I do this all the time. I do this every day, multiple times a day. But the whole thing is there's a reason to it. There's a reason. The reason is being spiritually attacked. When you are being attacked, there's really nothing you can do. All you can do is cleanse yourself, cleanse your space, pray. You pray to God because prayer prayer is what stops everything. Because when people are attacking you, that's a demon. That's the devil. Those are people that are jealous, that are angry, that are, you know, they work for the devil. You know, that's just what it is. It's good, there's evil, and we have a choice of who you want to be. Who do you want to be? You know, do you want to be a good person, or do you want to cause havoc and hell for everyone on this world and this earth? You know, everything is a choice. You choose to be that way. Whatever is the end result, or whatever comes back to you, is because of what you have been doing with your life and with your time. You know, you can be a good person, do good deeds, and you know, and things will be better for you, and you can be blessed and live a blessed life, a fortunate life. But when you sit there and you choose to cause harm onto people, these people, they only curse themselves. They curse themselves to live a difficult life. They curse their family. They curse their children. They curse their bloodline. Whoever they're around, they get cursed too. They get cursed right with them. This is magic. This is just the way it is. This is how it is. Like, there is no rule. Like, you're supposed to know. You're supposed to know this already. Like, if you want to sit here and play in dark magic, like, know the rules. Like, know what's gonna happen, or what's the consequence. What's the consequence of a love spell? Like, what happens when you do a love spell? What happens when you sit there and you do poverty spells on a person that didn't do anything to you? Nobody did nothing to you. You can't do evil things to someone that has done nothing to you. Whatever evil work that's being done, it's gonna backfire, because whoever you're working on didn't do anything to you. That's common sense. But common sense isn't that common, so it's like, you know what? They did all this to themselves, you know, and it's just like, oh my God, and they keep going, they keep doing it. And it's like nobody is doing anything to these people. The work, all this negative work, it goes back to them. It sticks to them. It curses them. It's just so bad. It's very bad. And it's like, how can I explain it? It's like evil. There are consequences to this evil. And it's like, don't do it, because it's gonna curse everyone in the family. It's gonna curse the bloodline. You're gonna create a generational curse. That's a curse that's in the bloodline. The future people that are born within the bloodline, they're gonna have to break the curse, because you created a curse. Then you don't want to tell no one that you cursed them, that you cursed the entire family. You don't want to tell them, so now they're just gonna have to live a cursed life. The rest of their life is gonna be cursed. And whoever comes in the future, in the next life, hopefully they'll figure out like what has happened, that someone cursed the bloodline and they have to break the curse. You know, how do you break the curse? You stop doing the same things that everyone else does. with a generational curse. I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it. It could have been a love spell. Somebody's doing a love spell to someone. Someone's doing a love spell to keep you trapped in a bad situation, or, you know, and everyone is married and in a bad situation, and then they stay. They stay in that bad situation because that's what everybody does. Everybody stays. Like nobody leaves. Or if they leave, they're just divorced and they're single with their children. That was my generational curse. Everybody is a family full of women. There's no men. There's no men in the family. All the women are divorced. All the women have children and they're single. All the women put themselves in situations with that are bad for them. If they're not getting abused, they're getting cheated on, they're, you know, drugs, alcohol, it's just everything. And it's like, oh, and then they don't leave. They don't leave. They choose to stay in the same toxic situation. You know, I chose to leave. I divorced and I chose to stay single because I was like, I don't want to be like my mother. My mother married like 8, 10 times. I was like, oh my, and all of us got different fathers. All of us. I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna be like that. And I was like, and I stayed by myself and I left whoever I was married. I left. I divorced. No, they left first. But I filed for divorce. I was like, I didn't want to be attached, you know, because once you're married, it's a legal document. You're still bound to that person because it's a legal document. It took 4 years for the divorce, and I couldn't change my name until the divorce was finalized. It took 4 years for that. But, you know, I just stood by myself. The kids were little. I was like, I didn't want more kids by a different man. I just didn't want that. Like, I wanted a family. And then it's like, if I didn't have a family, I was like, it's just not gonna happen. And I was fine like that because I knew that what I was trying to do was to break whatever it is that's going on. And I was like, I don't want to be like none of them. I don't want to be like none of them. And I disassociated from everyone in the family. Like, you still try to be there, but then they're not there for you. And then anytime there is an issue, it's always messy. It's always messy. It's always toxic. It's always problems. I don't have problems. I don't argue. I don't fight. I don't do none of that. But when I get around them, it's always like that. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be around them. And the food, it's like you can't eat from them either because they start putting shit in your food. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm fucking with them. I'm not eating from them. I'll eat before I get there so that if they offer food, I don't eat it. You know, they want to give me food to take it home, and I end up giving it away because it's like, you know, in my mind, I already know they're gonna put something in it. And I was like, I'll just give it to someone else. Like, I don't know. That's just how I feel like that. Like, they done put something in it. They're trying for me to eat it. And then I don't eat it while I'm there. And then they still want to give me the food. And I'm like, it makes me think twice. I'm like, you know what? and I end up giving it away to someone that's hungry on the train or whatever. Like, oh, here you go. I'm sorry I don't have a fork, but here you go. Here's some food. You know? I don't know. And it's like, all these curses is from the bloodline. It's from the family. You know, family they curse you. Your own family will curse you. Your own mother will curse you because they don't want you to evolve, or they don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to be happily married or in a happy relationship because they're, you know, with all these different kind of people, like 8, 10 times married, change the name like all these times. Like, I don't even know. I'm just like, oh, I can't. Nah, I don't want to be around that. I was like, I'm not like that. I don't know. It's the mentality. You have this mentality, and it's just like, you know, I'm all about education. I'm kind of nerdy and I like to do things for myself. And when it came down to my parents, my parent, it was like she was just so dumb. And I'm sorry, said that. It's like she's just so dumb and money hungry. So and then it's like she never wanted to have her own things. She always wanted someone else's things or to be with someone because of what they had. And I'm like, why don't you get your own shit and then you can do whatever you want to do? No, she wanted, I don't know what she wanted, but that's why she's by herself and nobody wants her because of the way she is or the way her mentality is. Like nobody wants somebody that all you care about is what that person has. You don't care about their character. You don't care about who the person is or how they are or how they treat people, how they talk to people. You don't even try to understand them. You just want what they have. And it's just like, I don't want to be like that. And I chose not to be like that. And I'm like, I'm not gonna, I'd rather be by myself than be like that, you know? And then it's like when you have the mentality of looking at what someone else's has instead of trying to get your own shit together, you're focusing on what someone else's have and what they can do for you. That's why you'll never have nothing because you're too focused on somebody else's things. You know, focus on your own things so that you can have everything that you want. You can have it. You can have everything you want. You know, you just got to work on yourself, growing, healing, evolving, go to school, get a job, get your shit together. You know, you can't expect things from people. You can't expect things. You can't want to take what someone else's has. Like, get your own things. I don't know. But everyone is raised differently, you know. And I guess I was just too independent. I just wanted to have my own things. And I chose not to be like everyone else in the family. So I branched off and did my own thing. But that's how you break the curse. That's how you break it. You get away from the people that's trying to have you fucked up. Anyway, I do return to senders every day. Curses. It could be curses from everywhere. Curses from college. Oh my God, this bastard. It could be the ex-husband. It could be everywhere. The job, the places of employment, the neighbor. And it's just like, oh my God, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. And I'm just like, you know, I'm on my business. I do my return to senders. Return to senders does not have a name. Does not have a name. So and then it's a general return to sender and it is energy. You cannot see energy. Energy is everywhere. Energy is everywhere. You can't see it, but you will feel it. You will feel it. You're like, what the hell is this? Rebuke the energy. You can rebuke it. You can just say, I rebuke this energy. This is not my energy. And don't accept the energy. When you decide to do a return to sender, like get you some tea lights. Like, you know what? I'm going to do some return to senders. I'm going to do a return to sender today. Just get you some tea lights, carve in it, return to sender. That is what makes the tea light a return to sender. I put black salt in here, so there is black salt. And I put the oil that I have, the anointing oil. I have it also. I make it, you know. If you don't have it, you don't have to put it in there. But I do have the black salt available. It's on my TikTok shop. I don't sell it anywhere else. It's only on TikTok. It is charged with the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse is an event that happens once every 20 years. So it's a very powerful, magical, spiritual tool, item. Black salt is used to repel, to burn, to banish evil. Is to get rid of it completely. Is to get rid of it, to destroy it, to demolish it, to not, whatever is trying to have you fucked up, you know, get some black salt. Put it on your door. the front door. Like the door sill, nobody can see it. It's just there. Put it in your windowsill. No one can see it. No one can smell it. It's just salt. It's just salt. You know, and it's a spiritual item. And when I mail it out with a listing of the ingredients and what each ingredient is used for. I use Ancestor Money. So it does have the ashes from the Ancestor Money. I burned a generous amount and I made it for everyone in general. The ancestors of the collective. It was just a general, you know, to burn the money for the ancestors. And the links for the Ancestor Money will be in the description box so that you can know more about it. Tap on the link. It's going to take you straight into the Amazon website. The Amazon website is just going to tell you more about Ancestor Money. It's going to tell you what it's for. It's going to show you like how do you burn it, what to do with it, and what's the purpose of Ancestor Money. It is a spiritual item used to help your ancestors in their afterlife. This is only for dead people. Like you're burning this for your ancestors, people that have passed away. This is not for people that are sitting here doing evil work and they're causing harm onto others, and then they think that they can burn Ancestor Money and it's gonna pay off all of the karmic debt. Like, no, this is for people that are already deceased. You are helping the ancestors. You are helping people that are already dead. So burning Ancestor Money for yourself because you want to do harm onto others and you think, oh, burning Ancestor Money is gonna help you or clear your karma. No, it doesn't do that. Ancestor Money is a spiritual item and it is for people that are already dead. It is for your ancestors. The more you burn, it clears up karmic debt from the ancestors. You don't know what they did, and they need money. The only way they have money is because we burn it and give them money. That's the only way the ancestors have money. When you die, you don't die with your money. You know, you just have your body, and that's it. This is spirit money. You burn it to give it to the ancestors, to honor your ancestors and to remember them. You know, we have to remember the ancestors and remember where you come from, because they did so much for us. You know, they did things out of love, they did things out of hate, they did things, you know, they did a lot of shit, and then now we're here. And we have to understand what happened in the past so that we can fix it and move forward. I'm just talking here, but I'm going to do the return of senders. You just carve in it the 3 words, return to sender. As you light each candle, you give it the command of a return to sender. That is return to sender. Return to sender. Return to sender. Return to sender. Return to sender and return. What happened? And return to sender. You don't need to do as many as I did. All you need is 1. Once you do one is enough. But the more you do it one time, the stronger the return to sender will be. So that's why I do more than 1, because it's like I'm returning the energy. Yes, I'm returning the energy back to whoever put it out there. Whoever did it is like, you know what? I can send it back. I'm going to send it back. And it's like, it's just going to be bad for them. And it's like, I don't understand why people choose to be evil. It's like, you can return the energy, you can rebuke the energy. Like, God is real. God is real. There's so many stories that talk about evil, and then it's like people still do it. People still doing evil things. People still creating generational curses, and it's like, oh my God, like, we supposed to be here breaking these curses and moving forward and trying to live a better life, trying to be successful in life, just trying to live. And then these people come out of nowhere to ruin your life, like to fuck with your life. And it's just like, oh my God. But it's okay. God is real, and you just have to keep pushing forward no matter what happens in life. Keep pushing forward. And it's like, I have so much to talk about, but I'm gonna make another video. So always leave with love, stay positive, vibe high, and do some return to senders one day. I know I went on and I started talking about the family. It's like, I don't want to gossip. Like, I don't want to gossip. But you know, like, all this stuff happens, and then you start talking, and then all the secrets start coming out. All this stuff starts coming out, and then it's like, you know what? It is what it is. And then it's like, if they didn't do the things that they did, there would be nothing to talk about. But these people did so many things, and it's just so crazy, the levels of the magic that people do, you know. And it can be your own family, it could be your mother, it can be your sisters, your brothers, it could be all these kind of people coming for you, and you just trying to live, like you're just trying to be okay, and you have all these people just fucking with you, and it's like, oh my God. Grow, heal, evolve, wake up. Wake up from this shit. Like, wake up and figure this life out, so that you're not stuck and you're not fucked up, and you know, you don't want to be fucked up. Like, all these people trying to have you fucked up, like, you get away from them. Do your return to senders, get away from them, move forward, and live a happy life. The summer is here. The summer is here. Always leave with love. Stay positive, vibe high, and do some return to senders. Leave with love. Bye.